Today I'm going to be reviewing the Cricut Maker, which I have behind me here. Ta-da! And showing you my first ever production of something I make on it, so it's all a little bit exciting. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you so much for tuning in. Please do subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. I'll be sharing with you lots of different things around my journey of starting an Etsy shop, web design, running a small business, and any hints and tips that I get along the way I will share with you. Thank you so much for tuning in so far. Here goes. When I first got the Cricut Maker delivered, it had actually been sitting in my front room for a couple of days, so I was really excited to get it open. Once I'd opened the box, the first thing that I came across was a brown box, which, if you can see in the video, it says Cricut Maker on top, and that actually contains all of the tools and materials for your first project. The second thing was obviously the machine itself, which is a lovely pearly pink colour, pink and white, and it really didn't do any justice on the website, to be honest. And then you got your mats, your pink and your blue one, and there are obviously the cables to connect it to the power source and to your laptop. Again, you've got your Cricut Maker, your two mats, your plugs and your materials for your first project. So I opened the brown box first, and the first card that I came across actually said open me first, which was really useful. You're then not sort of fumbling around for what to do next. And it gives you 4 steps of how to get started. So the first one is to unleash the beauty, which, as you can see, is an absolutely lovely machine. And then you need to get connected. So plug in the USB cable and the power lead. Once you've plugged the lead and the power cable into the back of the machine, you then need to power your machine up, and the next step is to connect your machine to your laptop. So go to cricut.com/setup. You'll then be taken through the steps to download the software to your laptop. They have got both Windows and Mac versions on the website. I'm using a Mac today. As you can see, the software is downloading. It then goes into my downloads and I need to drag it into my application space. The next step is then to open up the software. It's called Cricut Design Space, and it will take you through the process to actually download and set up an account with Cricut. Once the software is finished downloading, the first screen that you come to asks you to select the machine that you're setting up today. So for me, it's a smart cutting machine, which is the exact product that I've purchased. So once you click onto that one, it then gives you a selection of different cutting machines, and then it asks you to set up a Cricut ID. So simply fill in your details and set up a username, password, etc., and then it will take you to the next step. Looking back at our card, step 3 is to make a little something. So you need the envelope, which has materials for your first project on the front. Once you open that up, you'll find some cardstock and fabric inside. Going back to your computer, Cricut Design Space will then ask you to pick a shape as a test cut. So you need to pick a shape and then you need to prepare to cut that shape. Line up the cardstock to the top left-hand corner of the mat. Once you've done that, you then need to load up the blade and check that everything is set up properly. So simply take the blade from the brown box and place it into the clamp as I've done here. When you're locking the blade into the clamp, it does go in really smoothly and clips in place really well. You then need to go to the next step, which is to push the mat under the guides towards the rollers and press the flashing load button. So I've pushed mine under, and then as you can see, the kind of double arrowed button was flashing, and once you press that button, it pulls the mat in a little bit, and then the C flashes, and that means you're ready to start your cut. So go ahead, press the C, and then your Cricut will start cutting your first project. It is quite noisy, so I would highly recommend doing this during the daytime. The white rings that you can see on the bar near the cutter, they need to be moved to one side when you're cutting thicker materials such as wood. When the machine's cutting, it does actually give you a progress bar on your computer screen, which is really handy so you know how long you've got left. Test cut complete. So that's my first project finished. Just press the unload button and there you have it. That's my first ever project. Because the mat is quite sticky, you just need to pull off your project. All of the cutout bits should stay stuck to the mat, but if there are any left over, then you can use a sharp pointed tool to get rid of those. Thank you for watching today. Please consider subscribing and we'll see you soon. Bye!